Hey, it's me, Sylvia. Welcome back to my channel. I want to invite you to have a quick look through my Dephemerember journal with me. Dephemerember has now finished, and I thought I have a quick flip through to show the final result of what I have done. So here we are, the last few days of December and the last Dephemerember, because it's finished, all over. All 25 prompts have been done. So I thought I'd do a quick flip through. I know Barbara and Luise are going to do one on the 31st of December. And but time is running away with me, so I thought I'd do one today. And I hope you stay with me. So let's open this baby up and let's have a look. So it's quite a hunky chunky. Never thought I'd get to this point, to be honest, considering how flat and empty it was when I first started. There is 3 signatures in here, but I only used 2. So prompt 1, fluff and mason jar. The fluff is some moss that's in there, and the animal was a hedgehog. I have not been using all the animals, so it was a good start. I have been 3 days behind on all the prompts because some of them I didn't even know what I was going to do, and this being one of them. So prompt 2, splatters and playing cards. I went a bit wild with this one. 3 playing cards, vintage actually, because they were from my partner's father, or maybe even grandfather, I don't know. But I enjoyed doing that one. Then we have Bright Colours journaling card, which was prompt 3 on day 3. This is actually an orange, so that's a bright colour, and this is a fuchsia bright pink. And as far as I'm concerned, orange and pink go well together. I enjoyed doing that one, although I didn't actually know what a journaling card was at the time. Seeing I'm fairly new to journals, I only came across them and got interested in them in October. So then we have recycled art coin envelope, prompt 4. This is an envelope in there, and the recycled art is a photocopy of my daughter's A-level project, because that is all I had as far as recycling art went, because I didn't have any. I got rid of so much over the years and when we moved. So day 5, number or sentiments and tickets. Another new one for me. I didn't know tickets. I've never made tickets, but I'm really pleased. The animal that Luise and Barbara had was a bee, and I happened to have a bee, so I added it. I've only been adding animals as I had them. If I didn't have them, I really haven't really gone out of my way to add them, because it was an optional extra, I believe. So I added them sometimes and sometimes I didn't. Prompt 6, feathers and bingo card. Another one for me. Don't have any feathers. Learned how to make feathers, paper feathers. I think this has turned out really nice. Downloaded the bingo card from the internet. I can't remember off the top of my head where from, but I have it in my video, in one of the other videos. I have it, and I will link it in the info box under the video. Day 7, handwritten memory loaded tag. Was it a loaded tag? I had no idea. Yet again, more learning, which is brilliant. A loaded tag apparently is literally that, a tag that is loaded. And this one is loaded. It has photocopies of vintage postcards from my partner's family, my partner's side of the family, which I then photocopied and shrunk down. Day 8. Beads and postage stamp dangle. I did not like this prompt. It's because I don't like dangles. It's that simple. Or I don't like creating dangles, let's put it that way. But I did the postage stamp, I did the dangle, and here it lives. Seems to be quite happy, and here it shall stay. Prompt 9. Collage fodder junk mail. No idea what collage fodder was until this. I keep telling you, this is amazing how much I learned. Didn't know what collage fodder was, learned about it. And I made a belly band. I have nothing behind the belly band, but I could have put that in, but I put that in first and then that, so it all got mixed up. Loved this, totally organic, made it up as I went along. Little mouse hiding behind the window from the owls, which potentially could eat it. Loved doing this. This is one of our favorite things. Nice and organic that appeared. Prompt 10. Leaves and envelope. Yep, done that. There's a little envelope. I've always wanted to make a little envelope from a doily, and I finally managed to get the leaves in there now as well to keep it close. Could have tucked something in. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So anyway, it keeps it close, which is fine. Got the leaves, got it all. Lovely collage there. I really enjoyed doing this. The next prompt, handmade stamp and jumbo tag. Oh dear, that took me ages to come up with something, because I'm no good at making handmade stamps of any description. My friend she makes rubber stamps, but I am hopeless. I tried. I bought a kit of her at some point and it disappeared over the years, but I have tried and I'm just hopeless. So I went back to my childhood, which got me onto toilet rolls and fringing and then stamping, and I got something that looks like a dandelion, but I turned it into a snowflake considering it's Christmas, winter, and I think it turned out great. And this is a tag, but it's a foldable tag and I can write on it. And this, I put this in as well because this was a practice piece and I thought, well, I'm not wasting it. So I put that in there, and I am soaring like, birds up in the sky, because the further I went into the Dephemerember, the better more understanding I got, the more joy I got. It was just really nice, because I at the moment can't go gardening, which is my mental health is absolutely struggling with that bit. So I love it. It's brilliant. Then we have prompt 12, lace and postcard. I did this one again. These is the same postcards but done in big, the ones that are in the loaded tag, and I can journal on the back of it. I was thinking of, I don't know, sticking it, sewing it, something, but I quite like having the little snap on here. So I'm quite happy with the way it is. This is not prompt 14, in case you're wondering. That's for the next page. This is prompt 13, acetate and banner. So I had to again ask what a banner was, and here it is, sewn from acetate and stuffed with some little flowers. And I've just attached it to this page, again with a card. It's a card from my daughter, Hakusai print, which means a lot to us because it just does. I think the man was a genius, basically. And when I arranged the pages, I didn't think about it consciously, but I wanted to keep this. This is such a beautiful, calming image, and these are the playing cards, or one of the playing cards, and I covered up what it tells me about the garden and potted plants and just kept the words Japanese feel. So that is what we're having. We're having a bit of a Japanese feel on this page, I think. So let me get that back on there. So that's my banner. Prompt met, I would say. And now it is a pattern and matchbook. I have made matchbooks before when I had my own online business. So I used to put them in with orders, handmade ones, and then with my shop name on it when I was on Etsy. Excuse me. So I made this. I kind of combined Barbara's big one and Luise's little one upside down. And of course the pattern is what it stuck down, which is an ancient wallpaper. So this really made me happy. Brought back some lovely memories when I thought about what I used to have when I used to sell my knitwear. Prompt 15, metal photo. The metal is, I had my partner cut a circle out of some sheet metal, and I stuck my mother and her sisters into it, always in my heart. I mean, she's always in my heart and always in my memories. She's long gone, and I mean long gone. It's been many, many years. But I just wanted to remember her, and I always do. The reason I covered the frame with some hessian and this whopping great big bow is because I didn't want anybody that might look through this cutting themselves on the sharp edges. So it might not look fantastic, but it is what it is, and at least I know nobody's going to slice themselves open. Prompt 16, packaging index card booklet. So I'm going to, as I come across maybe some in some book or something, when I buy another book or something, or magazine, I will add another couple, a dance or a dancer. But what I did, I'm a great Jane Austen, Edwardian, Bridgerton fan. So what I did, I made a dance card. I used David Austin Rose Specialist packaging, and this is why it's keeping, because it's not staying closed, because it's plastic. I put a tea bag over it to make it look a bit ancient, and I think it's quite, except I should have maybe cut it a bit smaller, but never mind. So then you open it up, and there's your dance card, where your dance partners can write their name on. Out of 14, we have 8 people want to dance with me, which I think is absolutely lovely. And of course, a little commemoration to Jane Austen. I will put something at the top eventually, probably, maybe, who knows. Prompt 17, rust and bookmark. And here we are. This is a rusted spring. I liberated some rusted things out of my partner's garage because he's got so much rust in there. Doesn't really matter, because I actually struggled with this, but bit of thinking, bit of time, and that's what I came up with. It's nice, I like it, and it's going to stay in there, and yeah, I like it. And now we're coming on to signature 2. Like I said, I put 3 signatures in here to be safe, because I didn't know what I was actually doing. But I'm actually quite glad I did. I'd rather have too many and have one empty than not enough. So the next prompt is prompt 18, handmade stencil and notepad. Didn't like this one at all. I have a notepad and I've made the stencil, but didn't like it. The stencil is, don't know if you can see it, holy. It's a religious temple, holy. And if you look closely, you can see I've actually used it as well. So, but like I said, I don't like it, and didn't like the prompt, didn't like doing it, didn't enjoy it. That's quite possibly why it is not quite as nice as some of the others I've done. I don't know. The animal was fish, and I have fishes. This actually is a joint for the next prompt, because I made the prompt, but it made this page look really horrible, so I did a repeat performance on that one. And the next one is fabric and page tab. Didn't know what a page tab was. And it turns out that, because I was watching Barbara's video on this one, that it turns out she'd contacted Luise, and Luise said, you don't have to have the tab made from fabric. It just says fabric stroke page tab, so you didn't have to have both. So fine, I thought I can deal with that. So this is the animal of the prompt, which was a snail. Gardener's nightmare, but there you go. So I made this little coil from garden twine, and of course when I stuck it on as a page tab, it made this side look really horrible, so I repeated myself on that and just did that. And these little pieces of fruit stuck down, they are fabric. I've cut them out of printed fabric. It was one of my favorites, I must admit. I've really thoroughly enjoyed doing these little coils. Absolutely lovely. Prompt 20, grunge and a snippet strip. There we are. This is the snippet strip. Let me just, there we go, nice little snippet strip. And the animal was a mouse. And I was thinking about this, and I thought, well, I'm going to leave the mouse off and just do the strip down and grunge it all up. And I thought, no, hang fire, you must be able to do something. So I got these little mice. Here's one wondering what his mate is doing with a ginormous rum-flavoured marzipan wrapper. And where's he getting it from? And is he going to share it? No, he is not. I've also began to doing splatters as a homage to Luise and Barbara. It's quite a bit of a joy, really, to splatter something on, because I found, and I will show you at the last one, it fills the gap, if nothing else. So, yeah, so I enjoyed doing that. So now we're on to 21. This is another one I didn't like. Oh, days and days it thought, and then I finally come up with something, and when I put it into reality, this turns up. It's like my hands were, disassociated from my brain. I don't know what was going on in my head, but not this. I know that for a fact. But hey, gold splatters. Can't go wrong with gold splatters. So we just gloss over this one. However, with all that going on, I actually made the boo-boo. I've gone from prompt 21 to prompt 24. I don't know what happened there, but it's probably because I was so disappointed in that, and I just wanted to go and do something else, and this is what I did. And then I stuck it in the wrong page. Never mind, it's all a bit of fun. Again, not something I'm familiar with. The prompt was coffee or tea and specimen card. I don't know. When I was still paper crafting, there was no such thing as a specimen card, but here we are. This one is. And of course, we have the dragonfly, which this one is an actual metal dragonfly, which fell off one of my decorations in the garden. So I've been hoarding that for ever and a day. And then, of course, I've started doing this. And for that prompt was a dragonfly, which made me very happy. I've also been using my Christmas present, which was is a wax seal kit I got, which also makes me very happy. So moving on to prompt 22, or moving back on, whichever. I did not like this prompt at all. I left this prompt actually to last. I don't like it. I don't know what is going on there. I have no idea what I was thinking. Basically, I think I just stuck these 3 pieces to a piece of ready printed card. I don't know what I was thinking. I think the only thing I got right on this one is the envelope insert, that it is an envelope insert. I actually wrote prompt 22. I did not like this prompt or its outcome. I may well revisit this. I know I can do better, and I know I can, but I don't know. It is what it is, and I've done it, and it's staying that way. Right, okay. Then is prompt 23, flowers and a paper doll. Now I think this one is my absolute favorite of the lot. I think I could put this on the front page and I'd be so happy. This little card, or this little window, I tore it. I got this card, or we got this card, shall I say, on our civil partnership ceremony as one of the cards we got. And I have been hoarding this because it's got a Westie on it, which is just like my little girl. So, and then of course I downloaded a lady, a Victorian lady, Victorian half doll from the Graphics Fairy, and she and her little dog are looking out of the window. I absolutely love this to pieces. So I'm very, very happy with this one. And this, my friends, is the end. Or is it the beginning? I ask myself. Prompt 25. Leather ATC. Dephemerember, you have been amazing. I really learned a lot. So it was an ATC, which this is, and it was leather. I did the leather first using, like everybody else, or like many, using tissue paper, scrunching it up, painting it brown, staining it with this, staining it with the other thing. I'm quite happy with that. I'm really happy with that. So I really enjoyed that. Leather tab up the top. And of course the splatters on it, the white splatters again, to you know, commemorate this fabulous, my very first Dephemerember. And I hope that Luise and Barbara will do it again. And while I am at it, I want to thank all of you, all of my subscribers. I have 36 subscribers. I know that's not a lot in the great scheme of things, but you know, for somebody who started this just for a bit of fun, I thought, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 people will subscribe to it. Mostly my friends, haha, and some of them have. But you know, it is so nice to know that potentially some people are out there, maybe looking for, trying to learn about junk journals, trying to see what Dephemerember is about, because they maybe have heard something. So I thank you very much, and I wish you a wonderful new year, and I hope I shall see you on this channel in the next year. I'm planning on taking part in Junk Journal January with Meg Journal, so hopefully I'll see you then. Have a good new year, and thank you, thank you, thank you.